Quentin, just how crazy of a game was it? You guys had that early deficit, and you guys come all the way back, beat the top ten team in double overtime.
I mean, sure, this is it's exciting. Kind of just showing the growth from last year. Which is always good as a team, or organization. With the new coaching staff and everything. It's a big step up. 6-0, and yeah, it's overall exciting feeling.
What's the biggest change from last year?
Kind of just aside from actual football, getting to know our teammates more. I feel like the bond between everybody has been, much stronger since last year. So, you built that bond off the field. Everything on the field takes care of itself.
What can you say about the bond you and Max already have, and it's kind of playing out on the football field these last couple?
Yeah. I mean, obviously been, going back and forth with him for, 3 years. And, this year, we was like, I said in an interview before, we talk about it all the time, going back and forth at practice. It's like, the past few years we've been having all the pieces, but just can never, capitalize on anything. So we always come to practice and tell each other, like, why not us? So I feel like going in that mindset, not only in games, but in practice, helps us develop more chemistry on the field.
What's helped you guys with your confidence as an offense? It looks like you guys never get rattled. You're down early, but you still come back. You're resilient throughout the whole game.
Yeah, just being disciplined because obviously, you get down a few scores, you panic, ball game over from there. It's kind of just a snowball effect from there. But we've learned from past years not to let that, discourage us and, we keep placing one foot in front of the other and keep going.
Is there anything in particular that's just different from last year with y'all's mentality on offense?
I mean, not too much. Obviously, incorporating a new staff, an offensive-minded head coach, that has, something to do with it. I said time and time again, becoming a more, air raid offense. Obviously, as, receivers, that's, eye-opening to us. We love it. And then as soon as they start to key in on that, we got running backs that can, take it for explosive plays every time. So, that just built a lot of confidence in us as offense.
Can you describe what went through your mind the moment you guys scored the game winner today, double overtime?
I'm tired. No, I'm just playing. It was exciting. It was kind of the same feeling as last week. Obviously, playing a big team, obviously undefeated just like us. So we just wanted to go in there and show what we had. But my feeling from there was we did it. But we just had to cap it off with the defense, and then the last little play from Kendra. Big shouts to him. So yeah.
You had a bunch of big catches on that final drive to go tie the game. I mean, and after, of course, the game winner last week, why do you think you kind of thrive in those moments?
Yeah, because it's obviously not easy to play college football, let alone winning in college football. So, kind of just like I said again with the new staff, they instilled a lot of extra confidence in us, extra discipline. So, I like to think of myself as a player that rises to the occasion. Just with that mindset, I just have to go out there and prove it every week.
So fun game to play in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What about it? Because as a fan, it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
What is it about? What's fun about this?
Number one, packed house. Shout out to the fans for sure, because it's the second time they didn't, filled the house like this. Just a lot of positive energy coming into the game. And like I said before, obviously we both was 5-0 coming in, so big game. Everybody's watching on TV and being there present. So it's obviously an exciting feeling, but at the same time you can't let it rattle you.
So, have you ever heard an opposing defender or defenders after attempting to tackle Kendra Miller, say, damn, he's hard to get?
Yeah, nah, for sure. Every time. I mean, cause I say it sometimes myself, I almost stop blocking and just watch him, cause it's just, some of the stuff cause I'm with him every day. We came in together, me, him, say, some other people. So, it's one thing to talk about it, which we've been talking about it since day one. But once you actually see it, it's something amazing. And then I can't really repeat what everybody be saying once they brush off them, but just know it's a whole lot of bleeps and F's this and so. But yeah, it's funny though.
It's like punishing, it's like he hurts.
Yeah, nah. Oh yeah, nah, for sure. That's I guess his mindset coming in every game. He trying to kill somebody. So I mean, obviously he's been doing that. So more power to him on that.
What's it been like watching Max this year? He doesn't win the job out of camp, but he comes in. He's having a great year so far.
It's very inspiring to us as offense how he kind of kept his composure, through, obviously not winning a starting job like you said, but him coming in and kind of, fitting in and doing what he was, expected to do at least by us, because I know there's a lot of outside talk about they didn't feel like he was going to be, whatever tier of quarterback, but like I said, we go back and forth for practice every day, so it was something we already expected. We already knew what he can do. He just had to go out on the field and capitalize on that, us believing that, and like once he does it on the field, it's like, oh hey, look, we on the next week, but it's a good feeling.
You kind of had a little bit of a quiet start to the season, but the last 2 weeks, 180 yards, and the game that you had last week. What did the staff kind of tell you? Did they kind of tell you to kind of stay patient and that it would come?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because obviously coming into the season, I knew, how it'd be covered, double coverage, which it gets frustrating at times. But you also got to look at the bright side, which I've continued to do. I'm getting double covered. That's going to open up DD, Tay, Savion, which they've been, making very big plays, especially the start of the season, the first few games. So I mean, and on top of that, we was winning, so all that frustration in me not getting the ball kind of went out the window soon. I mean, like the second I see each and every one of them score, I don't know if you see it, but I'll be the first one down the field, to celebrate with them, because I feel that for them, and I'm happy for them. So,
What can you take us kind of through your view of Max's run that kind of set up the touchdown?
Yeah. Obviously Max is a great quarterback throwing wise, but the stuff he does with his feet, he's close to a running back. So nothing surprising. He did it. He took off, couldn't do nothing but turn around, block, slid, got up, said his little words, pointed, and it was on from there.
Anything else for Quentin?
Quentin, you guys have just beat 3 top 20 teams in a row. Just talk about kind of what that means for you, just kind of where you've seen this program come to, but just kind of this historic run that you guys are on in the 6-0 start.
It's big for us as players, but not only us as players, us as an organization. Coming off of the past few years, like I said, we've had pieces for years to put a team like this together and execute at the level we've been doing. But to actually see that in motion is an exciting feeling for us and for the new coaching staff, which obviously has something to prove. First year coaching staff, a lot of people don't think that's gonna work out too good. It's like, all right, first year's gonna go, whatever, and then they'll have time to smooth it out. But that's a big shout out to them too, because they hit the ground running from day one with us and never look back from there.